Welcome back to the MLG Pro League Advanced Warfare style. I'm Mr. X, joined by Swanee via Skype. And Swan, just to update you and the people about what else is going on, it looks like Prophecy is up 2-0 against TK. And it looks like on my screen right here, they are tied 3-3 in CTF. And this is going to be the second round right there. You can see that. We'll let you watch that while this next game gets started. And, Elevate Denial still has not started. Obviously, killing them doesn't start on time. Why would they do that? And then, Rise against Justice, 1-1. Rise able to win that Search and Destroy to make it even. And obviously, if you are just joining us in this series, it's going to be FaZe up 1-0 against Team EnVy. So, nice start for FaZe. EnVy seemed pretty much in control, just not able to really, clutch up and win that one.
Yeah, I mean, could this be, the comeback for Rise? They're on the up again, I think, and it'd be two huge wins if they were managed to pull out the bag tonight, because it's by no means, an easy day. I mean, no day is an easy day in the league when you look at the caliber of teams, but they've had two tough matches tonight, and to win one of them, it's good, but to win two, it's what they really need, to get back up there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And speaking on about going 2-0 and 1-1, just the league standings. EnVy started tonight 5-3. Obviously, they lose this match. They will be 5-4. Obviously, they lost the match earlier, 5-4, and then now if they lost this match, 5-5. So EnVy would be 500. Not a great start from them as well. So this is actually a huge match. But did I just see? Okay, so Clayster rocking the MLG thermal. We'll stay on board with Clay. Never mind, he's rocking a bow. That's normal. Let's see if anyone else is rocking anything interesting.
And I do believe you might have to invite me back, mate, if possible.
You spawned in, so you're not going to be able to kind of see. They fixed that in the last thing where you're not able to kind of spectate.
Yeah.
So you'll just have to listen to me banter and just kind of chime in. So it looks like EnVy, they're going to be trying to work the bomb over towards A, but really slow push. Aegis able to take out Merc right away off the start of this game. So big kill right there from Patrick Price. It looks like Nameless able to answer right there of a kill of his own. And it looks like Aegis and Sensor are going to be the last two alive. Merc down here with the bomb. You're going to see Sensor pick up a kill, make it a 2-on-2 between Aegis and Sensor against Cap and Clay. And we've seen tons of teams push over towards A on this terrace map. Swan, why do teams favor A so much over B?
I'm not sure, to be honest, because, well, first of all, because I think A is an incredibly easy bomb to flank on offense. There are so many different routes. You can't just simply hold a line or hold map control, because there are so many routes that can get behind you. So effectively, you either have to push the flank or just give up the bomb completely, and that leaves for an easy plant. Yeah,
no, I think it definitely makes a lot of sense, although it is pretty easy to watch from the defensive side. So right there, you see EnVy, they're going to go up 1-0. I'm going to go on board with the offensive team. It's going to be FaZe. Seems like you come back, you left again.
Yeah.
And then let's see. It looks like Sensor is going to be pushing up right next to the bomb. He's going to have one teammate in front of him. That's going to be Slasher. Slasher's going to have players up above him. Doesn't know. One player is going to drop down for EnVy. That's going to be Merc. He's going to be taken out. They're going to trade that kill. So big plays right there at the start of the game. Looks like Apathy in your kill feed. He's going to get a sniper shot. And right here, we're going to go on the flank. It's going to be Patrick Price trying to get around the players from EnVy. It's going to be all up to JCap. He's going to be right behind him. Aegis putting in good shots on JCap, able to take him out, even this up at 1-1. And Swan, offense or defense on Terrace, which one do you think is more advantageous?
Good question, to be honest. Good question.
I feel like it's a pretty balanced map.
Yeah, I think it is, to be honest, because on the one hand, it is it's a hard bomb to defend, but there are a lot of routes for if you're on defense. You just flank them, let them get the bomb down, and then just converge on the site, like I was saying, like Denial were doing on recovery earlier.
Yeah, I think there's tons of opportunity for the defensive team to flank on this map, and let's see. Just going to be on board with Placer. He's going to have a sniper rifle. He's actually going to be stunned. He's going to back up, and we're going to see First Blood go in the favor of FaZe in the name of Slasher. And it looks like there's one player from FaZe actually going to be Slasher. He's going to be pushed up right underneath that pool area. And it's going to be very difficult for anyone on EnVy to get out of this shower room and get towards middle map. You can see the teams on your mini-map pretty much just being kind of stagnant. It looks like Nameless, he may be able to try and make a play around. Slasher's going to be able to get tagged up and taken out by Nameless. So big kills coming out of him. But 3-on-3. Nameless actually going to make that a 3-on-2 in favor of EnVy. Now, the offensive team's been playing pretty well in this Terrace game so far. Obviously, only 2 rounds in. So, oh wow, big kill right there out of Apathy though. Clayster's going to clean that up. It's going to be Censor left in a 2-on-1 situation. I would like to see Nameless get a little bit closer to Clay. So Nameless going to be rotating around. Looks like Censor can see both of them over at A. It looks like he's going to try and just play this for a last-second killer. Did he not see them? I don't know if he saw them now. It makes it very odd why he wouldn't push. He's got to see Nameless right there. This is unbelievable. Actually, they're underneath. Let's see. Yeah, they're underneath. So never mind. That COD vision just too strong. So let's see. It's going to be Censor against Nameless and Clayster, both in bedroom. Censor able to pick up one. He's going to try and get away. He's definitely spotted Clay. Censor able to make an amazing play and clutch that up in a 2-on-1 against Clay and Nameless. And he is going to be teabagging. He is going to be shooting bodies. Swan, you should have saw this. So Nameless and Clay were both set up in the bedroom area with the bomb down at A. Censor approach from the defensive stairs. Takes out Nameless, who's behind the bed, and then Clay comes out and flies out from bomb side. Not able to put him down right away. Censor lays prone, gets his health back for a second, pops back up, jumps in midair, and is able to take down Clay. So huge round win for FaZe. Censor able to go absolutely huge for his team. And no, Censor played pretty well at Columbus, I thought. What do you think?
Yeah, surprisingly well, to be honest. I mean, given the fact that, you know, he's not the most renowned player online. He does the dirty work. He's an objective player. You know, he's not expected to pick up those kills. But I think one moment which particularly encapsulates it was he got the last 3 kills. You know, he got the 3-piece in the last round to win the game versus Optic. And I think that's something you just don't expect from him, to be honest. If anything, you expect it from Aix or from, you know, Slasher or Apathy, but not from Censor. And he really proved his worth. Oh yeah, absolutely. I think you mentioned the fact that he's shooting bodies and teabagging. I think that just signifies just how important this game is. You know. Yeah. And it's just come up on my screen there. No, I think, you know, FaZe obviously doesn't want to lose this. They're kind of upset the way they lost to Denial earlier. They did not look like their usual selves. We heard them arguing a little bit, obviously, when we went into that, kind of listened in with them. It's going to be JCap against Apathy one-on-one. Apathy's going to lay back all the way on the stairs. It doesn't look like JCap's going to have a lot of time. He's going to be looking for Apathy, not find him. Apathy's going to come out, shoot some shots, signifies he's won. Doesn't matter. He's going to kill JCap anyway, and it looks like FaZe is going to go up 3-1 in this search and destroy. No, EnVy not looking the very best in search and destroy so far. Swan, no, judging by the kills, it's going to be Merc at 1 of 4. He's the bomb carrier, always a difficult situation for him, but they're just not able to get anything going to where they can get man advantage and work their way down from there. I mean, I think I'd always tip FaZe to win the search and destroys. You know, they showed at Columbus, you know, why S&D does win championships. They were so dominant on it, and it was one of the strongest game modes. Yeah, you know, S&D definitely, you know, does win teams events. I mean, it's a huge game mode. Obviously, the only game mode that's 2 games in your series. And just a update, it's going to be Denial going up 1-0 against Elevate. So just to fill you in on some of the other scores going on right now, Prophecy up 2-0 against TK, Justice and Rise 1-1, and then Denial 1-0 or Elevate. And then obviously this game that you're watching currently, it is going to be 1-0 in favor of FaZe. And it looks like Nameless able to get the bomb down. EnVy gets bomb down, 4 players on 2. They should be able to win this. It looks like Censor, though, in a 1-on-3. If Censor's able to clutch this, I expect him to shoot lots of bodies. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he'll be unloading clips well into the next round. Now, do you find it's easier to make those, you know, 2-on-1 and 3-on-1 clutches in this game as opposed to past Call of Duties because of the movement? Censor's going to drop right there on bomb, so... Partly because of the movement, and partly because I think when it's easier in the game, people don't have, you know, concrete setups. They don't have where to go in certain situations. Sorry, when it's earlier in the game, and people don't know as much about where to sit, you know, and it leaves a lot of spots open, you know, and a lot of potential for clutches. With the movement, yeah, it is quite easy because once you get that kill, you know, you can get away pretty quickly, or you can get to a certain spot pretty quickly. Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree. I think, you know, the movement definitely lets you, you know, get away from those, you know, second players that would usually trade those kills and get alive and just run around, try and find a different spot to attack from. But Ron is actually going to let me know that Prophecy TK is actually 2-1 in favor of Prophecy. So TK on the board in that series. I am on board with Aix, who's sniping. He's going to get a hit marker, not going to be able to finish off that kill, though. And all 4 members of EnVy stacking this A side. Very interesting strat from them. It's like Aix, he's going to get another hit marker, and he's just going to back off as the bomb goes down at A. FaZe able to plant the bomb down, and it's going to be a 4-on-4 with bomb down, actually make that a 4-on-3 as Apathy picks up a big kill right there on a Nameless. Clayster
team kills Merc. Very odd play. We're on with Aches, who's going to go all the way around on the flank. It's going to be up to JCap. Last one alive. Aches might have saw him on the staircase. Think he did. He's going to be that level below that COD vision. He's actually going to jump up to this level. Aches able to finish him off with that snipe shot. So FaZe going to go up 4-2. You know, Aches with this sniper rifle, Swanee. I mentioned to him at Columbus when I saw him. I was like, you know, Pat, I know you pretty well. I watched you play a pretty decent amount. We've never seen you snipe. You know, can you ever remember playing against him and sniping? Because I've watched him a lot. You know, I know his gameplay a lot. Actually, no, I've never seen him snipe.
Yeah, I mean, we played that old call team, the old EG team, quite a lot on Black Ops 2, and I think if anyone was going to snipe it, it'd either be, you know, Clay might pull it out.
Yeah.
But, you know, not so much Aches.
Yeah, nah, you know, bringing up that series, I think that was probably, for me, you know, the best series of all Black Ops 2, obviously, outside of, you know, the Champs Final, that Epsilon Cole matchup at G2. I thought that was an awesome match, but 2-2 right now in player count. It's going to be actually 2 against 1. It's going to be Nameless and Clayster left up against Aches. We're going to go on board with Aches. He's going to be right underneath these guys at poolside as they try and rotate bomb through middle. It'll be interesting where they go. I think Aches is probably going to hear them above him. Does not have mute. There's a lot of players not using mute on S&D, Swan.
I disagree with not using it. I think in a lot of situations it's necessary, you know, unless you're going for the full-on balls to the wall, run down the middle of the map rush. I think it's necessary because inevitably, as the round goes on, you're going to get into situations where you need to push and where you know that you're going to be in, you know, close proximity to the other team. And in every team, there's someone who just blasts their headset. And when my headset's turned up full blast, it's like Christmas Day when someone hasn't got mute on and they're stomping around.
Yeah, and it's going to be Aches, and he's going to take fire from one player. He's going to push straight to this B-bomb, not able to take that player out. Good 2-on-1 closeout right there from EnVy. You know, make this 4-3 rounds in favor of FaZe. But you know, talk more about the mute. You know, when you're wearing that mute, do you usually use it at the beginning of the round, or do you try and save it, you know, towards that, you know, middle end of round where you can pretty much just use it for the rest of the game?
Yeah, no, I mean, ideally, you'll save it till as late as possible. You know, you'll feel the enemy out, see where they are, and then as soon as you need to make that push, then you'll use it. When you know you're right next to them, that's when there's no point wasting it at the start of the rounds. Right,
and I think that's where a lot of players, you know, at the start of AW, they were kind of worried, you know, no Dead Silence. First Call of Duty without Dead Silence, it's going to be 2 kills coming in from FaZe as they're going to try and get this bomb down. One player in the middle from EnVy, he's taken out. It's just going to be Clayster alive for EnVy, and that's a very quick round from FaZe. But that mute, a lot of players at the start of Advanced Warfare were, you know, very worried, you know, with Dead Silence being gone. But I think it adds such a different layer to, you know, Search and Destroy. Obviously, before, you know, everyone had Dead Silence, nobody had Footsteps. I think if everyone's using a perk, it's a little bit overpowered. So I agree with the decision, you know, to make an Nexo ability.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting point actually as well. I know I myself, I thought there needs to be a mandatory Dead Silence perk. You know, there's been one in every COD. If not, it's just going to change Search and Destroy completely. But I think it has affected Search and Destroy, but it's affected it in a positive way. You know, it hasn't been as negative as I thought, where people would just be sound-dooring each other across the map. It's actually added just another element to the metagame, another element of strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's definitely added a lot more to the game than, you know, taken away from. And it's going to be Aches and Sensor against all the players of EnVy, you know, Slasher and Sensor, and they're both taken out before I can even get on board with Sensor. So EnVy staying alive, but still 5-4 in favor of FaZe going into this next round. Obviously, FaZe only needs 1 round to force a map number 3, which, you know, they would put EnVy on the brink of losing their 2nd match of the night.
I mean, I can't particularly see the match, but on paper, you have to go with FaZe as well to take that 5-4, that 5-5 situation. Yeah,
and, you know, looking over here on my left, it's going to be the Prophecy TK game, round number 2 of Uplink on comeback, and Prophecy is going to be winning that 11-5. So looks like Prophecy trying to close out TK up 2-1 in that series already. I'll keep you updated on scores from that. Slasher over at A-bomb, just going to get some nades off. Looks like Sensor's going to actually get that bomb down. So big play from him, but looks like Apathy, he's going to be going on the flank, but little does he know that 3 players from EnVy are on the flank, and who's this going to be leading the charge for EnVy? It's going to be Merc, and he's going to be pushing up to this, actually going to be JCap, who's going to be pushing up to this A-bomb first. 2 players taken out from Apathy. Apathy's going to die mid-map. Looks like this kill is going to be traded, but no, Clayster getting a big 2-piece, so just going to be up to Doug, and he's going to sit inside the hotel. He's going to have 1 player to his left, and he's going to take that player out. He's going to pre-fire, not able to do it. So SWAT, we are going to have a round 11, and for a lot of you that don't know, on Advanced Warfare, round 11 does not go by kills, it actually goes by points. So judging by, let's see if we can get the scoreboard real quick. Nope, not able to get it, but I think EnVy actually has 4 plants and they have some defuses, so I think they will probably have defense if I were to guess, and it does look like EnVy has defense, so FaZe is going to be on the offensive side. Who do you like on this round 11, Swan?
It's an interesting one because on one hand you've got FaZe, you've got Axe's experience, he's been in this situation a lot of times, but on the other hand, you know, EnVy, they're no strangers to round 11s. Champs, I think, you know, 3 or 4 of their S&Ds went to round 11 and they managed to clutch everyone. Yeah,
so it's going to start up. Clayster's going to get first blood on Sensor. Slasher's going to get another kill onto Merc. So right here, you know, coming in big, this would be a huge kill. JCap, he's just going to be working that middle of the map. Looks like FaZe has that bomb down by A. Probably has teammates behind him working in that area, just not able to switch right now. Slasher's actually going to pick up Clayster. That's a huge kill right there. Able to give FaZe a 3-on-2 player advantage. It looks like Nameless going to punch Apathy, and actually Slasher able to take him out. Slasher just on a roll right now. He has 3 kills this round, going for that round 11 ace, as it looks like Slasher and Aches live for FaZe. It looks like Aches going to be planting that bomb. It's going to be JCap going all the way around from that spawn. He's going to see Aches on bomb, not able to take him out. He is going to challenge Slasher. He's going to go down. So Slasher with a ace right here in round 11, search and destroy. You know, just a phenomenal, you know, clutch play out of him. And FaZe going to go up 2-0 in this series against EnVy. And I got to ask you, Swan, any chance that they come back, EnVy?
I mean, they need to get their heads together, to be honest, and have a good think about it, because this is the time you need. I think after losing their first game, yeah, they lost their first game, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean, 0-2 again. You just can't be doing it, especially if, like EnVy, you know, you want to improve and you want to start challenging for those top 3, top 4 spots.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you can lose this game if you're EnVy. It's going to be a difficult one, though, to bring all the way back. And I just give you an update. I'm going to call this one over. You don't even need to show it. 20 seconds left. Prophecy up 17-5 on comeback uplink against Rise. So actually, no, that is going to be against TK. Sorry. So Prophecy going to win that series against TK 3-1. So great night out of the guys from Prophecy, able to go 1-1, not an 0-2 night. Bad night out of the guys from TK. They are going to go 0-2, I believe, on the night. Yeah, they lost to Justice earlier. So when we come back, we're going to have game number 3 between FaZe and EnVy. FaZe up 2-0 in the series, so stay tuned, guys.